And seems someone is interested in full bus, so I'm gonna just drive a full bus instead of a nerf bus. Don't you poi me.
I'll poi who I want to poi.
I literally pinged like 20 minutes ago and the passenger's already gone. Oh, finally. The last passenger has appeared. Alright. Let me invite the last person. Alright, since we have 3 passengers, we might as well just start off. So, welcome to JP Raid. This is the 3rd raid released by DE. And in Jordas Verdict, your goal will be completely different with Law of Retribution, which heavily emphasizes on crowd control. And here, you want to kill as much enemy as you can for maximum anti-serum drop, which is a core mechanics in JV. So anyways, before I start explaining about JV in the pre-game, if the passengers has a injector equipped type a plus, if you don't, type a minus.
Tenno, a new alert has begun.
What
It will
about
be on navigation.
93S? Do you have an injector or not? Alright, thank you. So, Moran, since you don't have injector, I insist you on bringing a rhino or a rhino for iron skin to stay alive, or an arrows would be great as well. Since you don't have injector, you might suffer a constant DOT once your armor is depleted. So yeah, rhino would be great, thank you. And while the rest of us, it's fine. Because as a passenger's duty, you only have to listen to the bus driver, which is me, and you don't really have to do everything else, unless I told you to. So right now your job is to stay alive and listen to me. And if you have injector, you don't have to go rhino in arrows, you can do something else slightly useful. Anyway, I'm gonna start explaining about the frame choices. So, first thing first, since as I mentioned earlier, you want to kill as much enemies for drops. That's why you want to bring around 2 necros for desecrate, which increases the drop on corpses. So 2 passengers gonna have you on necros, since it takes the least attention during a raid. IT, do you have necros? Alright. I don't know who was that. Oh, a snake scar. Let's continue. So, if you have necros, do you have a blessed trinity? 90. Or simply just Trinity, yeah, thank you. Just build as much duration as you can, and 150% strength or above, or it might trigger some people. And okay, Milkshaker's Necros, Maescar, Oberon. So Waifu, can you be slower this time?
Sure.
Yeah, so, because Nova is a particularly useful frame in JV. When you do normal raids, you want to have a speed for more increasing spawn rate. But because this is a bus, and for educational purpose, we want to have some soft CC, so that's why we want to have a slower instead of a speed buff. And also, you might want to Trinity or Oberon just to keep your teammates alive, because enemies we're facing are infested level 80s to 90s. And if you don't have any proper defensive mod, like they might destroy you in 1 or 2 hits. Okay, so Oberon, Trinity, Nova. And at last, you might want a DPS frame or some mass killing weapon like Elite, Atarax. So yeah, just basically bring your most efficient killing gear and it should be fine. So while we wait for another veteran, I'll just give a bit more information. For aura choices, if you have a dash, you want to pick across the projection, and it's recommended to have at least 5 of them. And if you don't have a dash aura, if you have a V, anything will be fine. But as for the aura, you might have to be careful and not pick rejuvenation, because rejuvenation conflicts with quick thinking, and it's a popular mod amongst the raiders, so try to avoid that. And yeah, since it's a bus, I guess infested impedance is okay. Or you can just take psychic for more vitality to tank the 0 armor and degradation DOT. Yeah, Demos, you can go DPS, that'll be great. And then 5 CP. Another useful dash aura would be enemy radar, because at some point in the stage, it's pretty handy to track where the enemies are spawned at, so you can collect your anti-serum charges. And that's covered, so let's move on to Archwing. EV isn't that important in JV, and I'm using Hybrid Trinity anyway, so it's fine. Because in here, you just want to smash everything, and since they are high level enemies, you can't really kill them with abilities anyway, besides DPS frames. And Equinox doesn't use a lot of energy, it's pretty self-sustainable. And anyways, for Archwing, the only 2 Archwing I recommend to you would be Ordinata and Amnesia, but I'll put Amnesia as a number 1 before Ordinata just because of its ability for providing survivability. The 1 and 4 is excellent on neglecting all kinds of damage. But if you don't have Amnesia, Ordinata is also fine, solely because of its 1 is pretty handy in a JV raid. Its 1 is an energy shield, and the bullet shoot through the shield will provide extra 50% heat damage, and also double your critical multiplier. Critical damage multiplier. So yeah, if you have Amnesia, take Amnesia. If you don't have one, take Ordinata. And as for Archwing guns, the highest DPS gun in Warframe right now is going to be Lotus. And if you want to have a more utility gun, Lotus is also an option, since the innate punch through from the weapon is very handy when it comes to shooting Jordas pads and also all kinds of pads as well. And as for melee, any weapon is fine, but if you have spore pusher, I recommend you to have the range mod and attack speed mod. It helps so much when it comes to spore pushing. Alright, that's covered. I see amnesia, all the data. Yep, that looks alright. I'm just gonna do a final check on my build, because I don't trust myself. Oh, it's fine. And also, bringing some shield pads for Archwing is also handy. Alright, and this demos maybe you're late. Just I'm gonna make it clear. Whoever is gonna be our spot pusher today. So demos, Night Scar, and Milkshake's gonna be inside. If that's clear, we can go. And
Do I
while we're
detect
loading
a
in,
cephalon
passengers
nearby?
can stay behind,
Precept 44
but
compels
you
you
can
to
just
help.
go ahead and kill whatever they can.
Stop it, Jordas. We've heard it all before. These operators are here to put you out of your misery.
Relax, Ordis. Treat the ship and find a way to destroy it.
Alright,
This
everyone's in,
infested
let's
derelict
follow
is
me.
bigger than anything we've encountered, and I fear the infestation has
Follow
some
the
equally
blue
big surprises
bubbles.
inside.
So,
With an
after we
adversary
mark the
like this,
infested
my
wall,
guidance
I'm going
includes
to
you
mark
so
the
far.
dispenser.
Your only hope for
So,
success is to work
passengers
with
gather
the full
around
Tenno
me.
and develop new strategies
And
and tactics
weapon
for
start.
defeating this foe.
Hold on, not so quick. Don't shoot the pads yet. Alright, so at weapon start, this is the spore dispenser, one of the core mechanics in map 1. So what it does is, if you shoot both of the yellow pads on the side, it will release a spore. So I'm gonna shoot the right side. And the function of spore is to drive it into the infested wall at weapon 4. And as you can see, once it can contact into the infested wall, it breaks it. And now there's gonna be another infested wall at waypoint 4. So I'm gonna have a passenger to push the next spore. So as for how to control the spore, what you want to do is you want to Archwing melee the spore, and that way you don't damage the spore, and the spore will fly to wherever you aim at. It has nothing to do with physics, because we're space ninjas. I'm gonna give you a bit help. Alright, so now the second vessel is broken. As you can see on waypoint star, there's gonna be a yellow barrier. which currently unable to be fly through. What you want to do next is to shoot the 2 pads on the side, just like the friendship door. And once the energy is down, everyone just have to fly through it. Yeah, just go in. So inside this tunnel, your objective is to shoot 4 pads simultaneously in the tunnel for 4 times, and you'll be clear to go. And inside this tunnel, you have 90 seconds before you get pushed out from this tunnel. And when you push out, you basically just send back to the room before the yellow energy barrier. It's not a fail, so you just have to, you can just do it as much as you want. And now, if you look at Waypoint Star again, this is the third infested wall. So I'm gonna have another passenger push in. And as you can hear the beeping sound, that's a signal of the 90-second timer comes to close. But since we have finished the 4 simultaneously pads, that's why we are fine. And once the wall's broken, just fly through the tunnel from waypoint 5 to waypoint 6. That's a meat grinder. And right now on waypoint 4, this is the second spore dispenser, and at the end of the tunnel on waypoint star, that's another infested wall. So I'm gonna have the last passenger who didn't get a chance to push this wall, try it again. Once the infested wall is brought down, at the end of the tunnel, our waypoint start again. There's gonna be another infested wall. So what you want to do is you want to bring the spore through all these 3 energy barrier to the end. But the problem is, if you hit this, if the spore hits the energy barrier, it will kill the spore. That's why you have to bring this energy barrier temporary by shooting both pads on the edge. So right now, what happened is, team is shooting the 2 pads simultaneously on the edge of the energy barrier and brought down the green barrier. Hence, the spore can be pushed through safely. And once the infested wall is being cleansed, and that will be the summary for the Archwing part of Map 1. Does anyone have any questions so far? If you don't, type a plus in the chat. Cool, that was neat. So the only objective you have to do is fly into the red marker on the map. So once we dock, passengers stay living in this room, veterans can go ahead and scavenge for
Something in the air is
anti-serum
corroding
charges.
our Warframe. Limit exposure.
So
Multiple biosignatures detected.
in this room,
Infested and cunning.
this is the only
This
room
device
that
appears to neutralize corrosive
your
elements.
armor integrity won't.
Is this how the
decay.
ship's crew hope to
And
overcome
as
the
checking armor
infestation?
integrity, you can check it by
My crew
looking
and
at
I
the
came
top
here
left of
looking
your
for a
screen.
way to
It says
overcome
armor
the
integrity at
infestation.
100%. Once you leave this room,
We have become
your
it.
armor integrity will start to drop and decay. And once it hits 0%, you suffer constant viral damage. And hence, that's why if you don't have an injector to replenish your armor, you will want to have Rhino or Inaros to tank it. So, okay, let's go. Through the door. And let's way up our facade again. As you can see, while you're going through the tunnel, your armor integrity decays. But once you step into this vaporizer field in blue, or light blue, your armor integrity literally halted. It's because the vaporizer field has this one effect which prevents armor decay. When it steps back out, your armor integrity drops again. So yeah, this is, and also the vaporizer is being fueled by anti-serum charges, and hence that's why injector is pretty important. And over there, on the marker, that's one of the anti-serum injector fragment if you want to pick, if you don't have an injector. So Marin, I strongly suggest you to pick them up as much as you can. And now passengers get out that way for start. This is the first snap you'll encounter in Jordas, though it's not really relevant. So this column nerve is currently dormant, and hence that's why you can't damage it, you can't shoot it, you can't melee it, it just doesn't die. And it can be activated only in one condition, which is being filled inside a vaporizer field. And in waypoint 5 there's a vaporizer, so if you have an anti-serum charges filled in, it takes 2 charges. Or 3, yeah. So, oh, that's too quick, but you might have a glance at the hairy bit from the nerve that came out, and that's a sign of the jaw column nerve being activated. And down here it should be, sometimes it should be a rare spawn, but apparently we don't. And my screen turned off for some reason. Hold on. And there is a rare at weapon saw. You might want to pick it up. It's a affinity booster, 16 minutes. And once you collect the rare, proceed to the end of the hallway. Veterans can mark it.
Your path is blocked by infested overgrowth. If you can't clear that overgrowth, then you need to extract a regroup. I've marked your map with an exit point. Head there when you are ready.
Brains. Just follow me. I'm right here. Okay, so yeah, go ahead to the end. So you can take a look at waypoint 5. This is the panel which is currently infested. And it's not hackable right now, unless it's covered in vaporizers, so let's fill it again. And it's currently hackable. Once it's being hacked, it opens the door to...
Scans show that console can still activate the ship
markers
system.
on the ground.
What are you
Into
doing?
this
Don't
decryption
touch
room,
that.
and veterans mark the vaporizers. So, passengers, can you get a waypoint star? Alright, so if you take a look at the map, look around, there's gonna be 3 vaporizers, which is in 5, 4, and 8 waypoint. And once you fill 3 of them to the maximum, the waypoint star panel will be hackable, and then once it's being hacked, it initiates the decryption stage.
If I can't use them,
and begins the
never will.
decryption. And your current goal is to keep the vaporizer filled until it hits 100% decryption. And during this stage, periodically there's going to be a surge initiated by Jordas, and you'll be reminded or warned by Lotus. And what happens during the surge is, if you stay outside the vaporizer field, your armor integrity will suffer 10 times faster decay. And hence you have to spend more Edison charges to replenish yourself, or take the damage from the dot. So yeah, just keep it filled and you'll be fine. And as for, if you take a look at the top of the screen, it says percentage decrypted for perfect high performance. The performance indicates how long you're going to stay here. And right now this is the surge, so stay inside the bubble. So for high performance, it means you're going to stay in this room for 5 minutes. And if it's fully vaporizer being filled to achieve that. And if you have 2 vaporizer filled to the maximum, it's going to be moderate instead, and it'll take 10 minutes and 15 minutes if it's a low performance. If there's no vaporizer being filled at this point, it's going to be stalled and you can stay here until you fill it again. And since we're going to stay here for a while, does anyone have any questions about the second puzzle in map 1?
Surge incoming.
If no, I'm gonna throw a bit more information in. I don't see any minuses, so I'll just assume no one has any questions.
I found records showing that Jordas has been moving suspecting ships for a long time.
Occasionally, some teammates might die inside this
new victim ship
vaporizer field, and if they still revive in the end, their armor integrity will decay even in the field. The solution to fix that will be just simply walk out of the field and go back in again. And occasionally there's going to be a bug on vaporizers, which is even the vaporizer is filled, it doesn't count towards the performance. Like if you have 3 vaporizer filled to the max, but it still says moderate performance or low, that means the vaporizer being glitched. So what you want to do is to leave the vaporizer decay to 0. Decay to 0 charge and refill it again. That usually fixes it. And in desperate conditions, when you don't have anti-zoom charges and you're about to die, operator mode is an option for you. Because once you go into operator mode, your frame will go will become immune to any kind of damage if it doesn't have any abilities on. So if you come around the able passengers, you come around the weapon stock. So this is where my frame is currently at. So right now I don't have any abilities on, and as you can see, my frame's actually bar is actually in metal color. That means it's immune to all kind of damage. But if you take a look after cast a blast or a link, if you look at my HP bar, it's actually vulnerable to damage.
Watch out.
It's currently colored in purple and yellowish orange. And once you fill the vaporizer, once your last filling vaporizer action is after 95%, you can just leave the vaporizer because it will stay up for 5%.
This ship is by imploding its
And
reactors.
if you don't have any more questions, just go in. So, once we're loaded in, I insist you do not tamper with the friendship door until everyone loads in. What do you mean by replenish it? As in, yes, the injector has a capacity of taking 2 anti-stun charges, and each use will replenish your armor back to 100%, regardless of your current armor integrity. So everyone loads in, so let's open the door, because the problem with this door is, if you don't open it until your teammates are in,
Very peculiar looking flesh
Yes.
flower.
the
Infested growth.
people who load in late will have the door appears closed, despite it's being open from the host view, and hence they'll be stuck behind the door, and in the end over they port you out in that case. And anyway, since everyone loads in and we open the door, passengers are likely to have their attention on weapon SAR. This is the SFH, and one of the key mechanics throughout map 3. Map 2 is just an example. So what this thing does is it's a two-way portal. Currently, this weapon star SFH connects to the vaporizer field behind the glass at weapon A. So the activation condition will be having one side covered in vaporizer field, which is currently fulfilled, and the other side being attacked or damaged. You can use a melee or your gun. And our weapon has taken the SFH and therefore it spits out on the other end of the room. And he's gonna stay inside for now. And for this part of the puzzle, you have 2 rooms, and on each end of the room, there's gonna be a panel to be hacked, and it's covered in. Yeah, they can take it and back out. I'll damage the other end. So basically, on the end of both rooms, there's gonna be a panel currently infested, and that's why you want to fill the vaporizer at original waypoint A, and hence you can allow you to have both panels to proceed to the next stage. So first thing first, you want to fill the vaporizer on both sides. One is at waypoint star, to the point where it covers the infested panel on the end. Example will be waypoint 4. So each one is going to take 3 charges. So when that's filled, the door will be opened and passengers come into waypoint star. If you take a turn and you see there's going to be two switches on the ground. If both of them are being stepped on, the metal door will be open, allowing you to begin to interact with the panel. So Demo is gonna stay in there, and while we go to the other side. And also you can solo it by using the frame and operator. And now you want to go through the vent over here, and we can start to the central room, or use the SFH. So Martin, Marin, sorry, go through waypoint star. There's gonna be a small little hole on the ground. As long as you don't move too slowly, you'll be fine and don't get pushed out. And 19, do you know the entrance to the central room? So if you get split back out, you can use the operator instead. That works as well. I presume that didn't work for you, so can you just follow me? 90. Follow the silent traps. And go through the tunnel. In here you want to fill this vaporizer to the max with 2 charges and accidentally activate SFH. Thank you, Dee. So both panels are hacked, the door is open, and now we're on the second puzzle, or second stage of map 2. And in this stage, what you want to do is to keep vaporizer filled around, vaporizer filled covering the infested panel, or we can start around the elevator while you salvage for more anti-serum charges. So yeah, let's just fill it up once it's being filled and covered the infested panel at weapon start. The elevator will go up and your objective is just to escort this elevator way up to the roof. And that's it. And as for collecting injector serum, the infested spawns are always on the same level as the elevator. So right now, the closest one would be on this level at weapon star. If you head to the side rooms, you'll find some infested spawning or just crowding here. Kill them for more anti-serum charges and fill the vaporizers. And this is also the point where enemy radar is so handy, because as you can see right now, if you have animal instinct and pairing up with enemy radar, you have enough detection range to check for enemy spawns. And for your information, the spawns are currently on this level. And if during this elevator stage, if you happen to fall down, The glass panel on waypoint star is a good way to park the backup.
Did it. You forced the reactor into a state of rapid deterioration.
And
Get
once
to
the
extraction
elevation
before
stage
it
is
becomes
completed,
critical.
you'll
Move
have
fast.
20 seconds before the force
Where are
extraction
you
happens.
No one leaves.
Reactor deterioration is increasing rapidly. Not going to get out in time.
So as we are loading in map 3, which is the main reason why every passenger is on this bus, the first thing I'm gonna command you to do is not to fly out this infested cage. Because
Get ready.
despite this map looks big, it's actually bigger than you
Operator,
thought.
prepare for Archwing.
This map 3 actually consists of 3 parts, which
Operator,
is first
it's
this
time to
infested
torch
cage,
this
the
unfortunate
tunnel to
Otis,
the
don't you
nerve,
see?
and
My
the
fate
nerve
could have
arena.
been yours.
So
Have you no sympathy for...
the objective marker cannot be
creature.
trusted
I'm not
here.
listening.
While you're in this infested cage, no matter where the objective marker points you to, do not fly outwards it or you will get extracted like any normal Archwing mission. And no one can really save you from this point. And yes, Warframe has disconnected, Rays has disconnected. I hope you have all F4. Once you did it, there will be a reconnect prompt after you log back in, and I'll allow you to get back into the raid.
Succumb to us.
No.
And
fighting.
while we wait for the passenger, you can just remember the spores spawn point or practice spore pushing, or you can kill enemies just to level your Archwing. A little bit of your free time, or you can ask any questions.
Tenno, rip it apart.
Wonderful, I hope you didn't win. I hope you didn't leave just because you could get to play Terraria.
My game is still loading. You can go on without me, I'll catch up.
Alright. So, yeah. Free cartridges in. So, the objective in here is to kill 3 column nerves. And by this way you have to get inside Jordas. It's actually behind Jordas, to be honest. This giant infested thing. So, right now what you want to do is to shoot both sides of the pad on Jordas and crack his head open. Then you want to spore push to push the spore into his forehead and turn off the engine. Turn off the golem engine on waypoint star, allowing
Tenno,
us to
it senses
fly
you
through
are
the
of
tunnel.
light flesh. It is confused.
Why do you defile us?
Yeah, I'm gonna push it because Corpus isn't back yet. Yeah, I'm gonna explain that after we kill that one, because right now it's not relevant yet. So, yeah, golem enters at percentage charge is being turned off, so you fly into the tunnel and wait for star.
Your Archwing will stall and you will be ejected from this tunnel if your shields are depleted. Keep moving.
So through the tunnel, your shield is decayed and max percentage of the shield. And once it's been decayed to 0 or depleted, you
No.
get pushed out back into
Keep
the infested
fighting.
cage. And hence you want to have your amnesia one to keep up and avoid taking as much damage as you can. Shield pad will also help as well.
You're not supposed to be in here.
I'm still missing a person.
You're missing me. No, you're missing my dice. No?
No, wait. You're so pushing, you know, Jay.
Then why isn't asking?
Tenno, rip
Okay,
it
sure.
apart.
I'm pretty sure I signed it at
I
the
told
beginning.
you to leave.
Anyways, so passengers get out of Weapon Star inside this field of vaporizers. So right now you see this is the Nerf 1 columnar. It's marked as waypoint A, objective marker A. And right now it's currently inaccessible despite it's being covered in vaporizer field. Solely just because the reason of we can't hit it behind the energy through this energy barrier, so we have to get around it. So what you have to do here is to put it bluntly, fill a few vaporizers, hack a few panels, get behind the room of Jordas, of Nerf 1, and repeat the same. So yeah, let's begin. Just follow trail of fireworks. Because I'm gonna drop
It
fireworks
wants you
now.
to
Die.
So if you follow fireworks to waypoint star, at the end of the tunnel, you're gonna see a vaporizer to be filled. It takes 2 charge at maximum. So I'm gonna have one veteran to fill it up, while the others follow me to the other side of the room. Currently marked with Conducting Silent Trap in yellow. To waypoint star again. So just follow the yellow marker on the ground and you'll find the Corpus tunnel. At the end, so passengers wait me at the end of the tunnel. So inside this tunnel, you're gonna see there's gonna be one pad on the right, and one panel on the right and one panel on the left, which is blocked access because of the
Tenno.
spars.
It senses
So what
you
you
are
want to do
like
is go
flesh.
around it by
It is
hacking the panel on the right
confused.
first.
Why do you
That's to be
defile
done
us?
while the vaporizer is covering both panels. So now the door is open, you want to hack that panel as well. It activates the electrical conduit and weapon saw. So meanwhile that, can any passenger recall the core mechanics of how to activate an SFH? Yes, one side is being hit, but what about the other side? So the condition is to have one side being constantly damaged, which is currently done by
Don't
SFH?
kill me. No, wait.
I
Please
mean-
do.
one side is being damaged by the electric conduit we just had, and on the other side is currently covered in vapors at waypoint 2. So you can just interact eggs and get behind the room. And I see Maran is inside, so everyone else follow the trail of fireworks again to the tunnel. To waypoint saw, that's a back door to this room. And whoever is inside use the SMH. It's opportunity to kill this explosive barrel. It breaks glass and allows your teammates to get through to this room. And right now on waypoint 5 and waypoint star, there's gonna be 2 panels to be had, but it's covered in infested meat. And so we'll be cleansed it by covering vaporizer
Tenno,
again.
it senses you are of like flesh. It is confused.
Why do
For
you
panel
defile
waypoint
us?
5 infested panel, the closest vaporizer is gonna be from the tunnel at waypoint star. So just go through the end of the tunnel. You'll see there's a vaporizer field. So fill with 2 charges, and it should be enough to cover to reach the panel waypoint 5. Now if you run back out, you can see the panel is hackable. So right now I'm gonna hack it before it expires. So once the panel is hacked, it gave us access to this waypoint star switch, but it's currently no use because you need 2 switches. So you're gonna open another one behind the right room. And as you can notice, this SFH is connected to the SFH inside the room. So veteran, you take it. So demo is in. So what you're gonna do next is start charge and fill the vaporizer inside, allowing us to hack this panel. Now once that's done, now 2 switches are accessible to us. What you want to do next is to step on both switches simultaneously, just for once. It will unlock the door to waypoint star. You can know it by seeing if the door is currently in yellow light or green. Yellow means it's locked, and green means it's opened. So now you can start from the pads. The door will remain open as you can look again. So yeah, just go back to the main room.
I want to be somewhere else.
Taste someone else.
In case you don't remember the exit, I'll mark it with kinetic traps again. Just follow the yellow mark on the ground. Alright, so and that we're 1 step from killing that one. The last step will be filling vaporizer. And before that, does anyone have questions for that one? Or do you need a bit time to walk around that one by yourself?
Taste someone else.
If you don't have any questions, type a plus. If you want to walk around, just type a Y. How did Demo get to the nerf? So if you went back to the room, went back to the room with 2 panels on the side. The vaporizer weapon star will send you to the glass behind it. And beside that, does anyone have questions? If you don't have any further question, type a plus. I'm still missing 2 pluses. Alright.
You're hurting him.
Stop.
And once you kill the nerf, Jordas initiate purge, so you can get out before the countdowns to 0. And also, as a passenger mentioned, do not use amnesia free once you get out of the nerve, because amnesia free will slow down Jordas and sometimes it might soft lock the raid, because it's DE coding. So to damage Jordas, you want to shoot the flaming jetpack on his back. And every time you kill a nerf, you can bring his HP down for approximately 33%. And hence we have to do another few nerfs. We have to kill another 2 nerfs,
Tenno,
sorry.
It senses
So
you are
just
of light flesh.
rinse
It is
and repeat.
confused.
Shoot both sides of the pads and push the score in. And fire through the tunnel at weapon star. Raise, you're heading to the wrong way. Go to waypoint star tunnel. Thank you. So inside this tunnel, this time is
Your
gonna be
Archwing will stall and you will be
some
ejected from this
spaghetti
tunnel.
meatball throwing at
Shields
you.
activated. Keep moving.
That's one of the new features in second tunnel. So either shoot the meatballs or you can just face tag with amnesia on one.
Rip it apart.
And I prefer the second option, because it takes less effort. All you have to do is just spam one.
You're not supposed to be in here.
And now, once we are in, passengers get up around waypoint star. You can get the best view from the nerf arena from here. So right now, on the left side, that's a part where the nerf one lies. And as for the puzzle for nerf 2, which is currently marked at objective marker B, it's behind this door. So this is the puzzle. The first one, you want to solve the puzzle at waypoint star and head into the control room up there at waypoint star again.
I
And
told
then
you to
with the
leave.
tram, the yellow tram covered in vapors of milk, up to waypoint star again. So yeah, let's begin. So the first thing what you want to do is to fill the vaporizer
Want to be
field,
somewhere else.
Taste someone else.
and currently it's being to max. And now the SFH will be activated. Veteran marks the other side. So waypoint star is connected to the SFH at waypoint 4.
It
And
wants
as you can see
to
why it works is
Die.
because the star side is being covered in vapors and field, and the waypoint 4 is currently damaged by an electrical conduit, and hence that's why it works. So now, the person who is inside is obligated to kill this explosive barrel, or waypoint star, allow the bricks of glass and allow you and your teammates to go through, and the second thing you want to do is to hack the panel at waypoint star and veterans mark the switches on the ground. So once the panel is being hacked, the 2 switches on the ground, which is now at waypoint 6 and 5, are interrupted. And once they are being stepped up, it opens the passage on waypoint star, so passengers just simply parkour up. No, Marin. Forward fireworks. Alright, so everyone is up. The next thing you want to do is break this in explosive barrel. And open breaks the glass and allow the teammates to go from the other side. And then you want to fill the vaporizer at 3.7. What charger to charge, it doesn't really matter, and hack the panel next to it. What the panel does is it moves the tram. So if you take a look outside right here, this tram is currently moving upwards. So now you want to get out on top of the tram at waypoint 6. And there'll be a panel that's currently hackable.
Don't kill me. No, wait. Please do.
So when that's hacked, this is the second puzzle for Matthew. What you want to do is fill the vaporizer next to a waypoint 5 panel, and then hack the panel. It moves this vaporizer to a new location, Veterans Market. Which is around 3.6. So right now you want to have one person constantly filling it. In this case it's going to be one of the veterans. And then when you want to get passenger to come around to waypoint star. So at the end of this tunnel, don't interact with this panel, okay? So this is the back door to Neptune. You want to open for your easy access, or just let infested to swarm in this room so you can collect your anti-suit charges easier. But this is a bus, and we don't want it to be as chaotic as possible, so we're just gonna leave it closed for this raid. And right now, there's gonna be 2 switches, one at waypoint 5 and one at waypoint star. You wanna step on both of them, and therefore it will release a vaporizer. And the next thing you wanna do is, as you recall, SFH mechanics, one side being covered in vaporizer, which is being done. And you wanna shoot the other side, which is on waypoint 5. So while you're shooting at it, it will consume the vaporizer. And now you can get out the switches and shoot the vapor SFH again. So you can go through the SFH. So for the person whoever's in, you can see around a waypoint star, there's going to be a panel that can be interacted with. So just press X and allow your teammates to go through. And then we are one step away from killing Neptune. This vaporizer needs 3 charges in order to kill Neptune. Before doing that, does anyone have any questions? Type plus if you don't have any. Say L if you have, or type Y if you want to
Tenno,
orientate yourself in this map.
You are of light flesh. It is confused.
Why do you defile us?
Okay, everyone is clear, so let's kill it.
You're hurting
So
him.
Neptune is killed. The quickest way to get out is through waypoint 5. And I might have missed out, but if the spore pusher is having difficulty to bring down the golem engine, and once the golem engine hit 100%, it will initially purge, the same as the one when you kill a single node. And also, yes, because it's likely that your revive isn't quick enough and you'll die from the purge counting down to 0 again. And hence you'll waste 2 revives instead of 1. And you can always use anti-serum charges in Archwing to replenish your armor integrity before you head into the arena. That's one small useful tip. Now the golem engine is at 0%, you can go through Weapon Star Tunnel again. This time there isn't going to be any
Your Archwing will
meatballs,
stall and you
but
will be
instead,
ejected from this tunnel if your shields are
the
depleted.
tunnel will be
Keep moving.
having more steeper turns, so just don't bump into any walls and you'll be fine. And also, the more you do this raid, sometimes you'll get arcane called Arcane Aegis. It also helps because whenever
You're
you
not
get damage,
supposed to
you have
be
a
in here.
chance
I see it now.
to
You are the
regenerate your
same.
shield as a
They
flat
fear
percentage.
themselves.
So it helps immensely on going through the tunnels. So right now, let's back to the unlocking spot, our weapon staff.
I told you to leave.
Well, I don't know. Because I like Aegis anyways. So, our weapon staff, you can remember, this is the door we head in. And now, the tram, what we want to do now is move the tram back down to its original position. But before we do that, we want to open the access to this rabbit cage at weapon staff. So if you step on the weapon staff through the holes, you can see
I
there's
see
gonna be
it.
a
You are the
something
same.
inside.
They fear themselves.
So the condition for SFH
wants
work
you
is,
to
again, our emphasis, cover in vaporizer and one side being shot at. So the weapon start condition is going to be fulfilled by us shooting at the SFH. The close vaporizer will be the one inside the trap. So go to the trap and shoot the SFH. And someone will take the SFH at waypoint 5. In case it's not obvious enough, I'm gonna throw one. 7 trap. So the person who's inside should break the explosive barrel at waypoint 5.
Consume us. Be reborn.
Allow your teammates to go through. Now, the next thing I want to do is jump inside to the rabbit hole. I will just call it Alice Wonderland. So yeah, just go inside the tunnel. At weapon stop. So next thing you want to do is to fill the vaporizer underneath it, underneath the Alice Wonderland. So 2 charges and golem engines at nearly 70%. If you need help, let's okay, go out and help him. Okay, that's fine. So waypoint 5, hack the panel, and the waypoint star door will be opened once the
Tenno,
panel is being
it
hacked.
senses you are of like flesh. It is confused.
Why do you defile us?
unprofessional. That's disgusting, Jay. So if you go park up through the tunnel, through this little small hole, I would put stop. There's gonna be a barrel. You can shoot it, and then now the barrel's being broken. Milkshake's gonna interrupt the panel at weapon stop and allowing us to go through. Now let's go back out to our viewing point from here, and the place we just came out is currently a place with lots of kinetic traps. So once you got that in your mind, we can go back in. Yeah, so just go back in.
Don't kill me.
I only can ask you to
No,
come out
wait.
because I
Please
want you
do.
to orientate yourself around the map. So if we go back into the cargo passage, and this is the switch room right beneath Nursery. And this door, open stop. Having switches on or not, you still can't go through. Not even 4-dash can do the job. But stepping on a switch does one thing, which is allowing you to shoot the SFH inside that free room. So right now we're gonna have one veteran shooting at the SFH. Meanwhile, we're gonna go back into Alice Wonderland. So if you remember how to get back in, do it yourself. I'll be here waiting just to see if anyone don't know the way. Remember the way. Yes, I'm the queen. I'll show you the way. So, raise. Follow the fireworks. This is literally the best way to spend the credits you get from JP Raid. So yeah, basically follow trails of firework, you'll find Alice Wonderland. And SFH as well. So yeah. I see everyone is in. So as you remember again, SFH only works while one side being activated by vaporizer field and one side being damaged. So as you remember, the SFH is being shot at on the other side. So basically you just have to cover the SFH in Alice Wonderland with vaporizer field and it'll be fine. So I'm gonna take it because holds advantage. Now once I'm inside Nursery, I go around to waypoint star and yeah, I'm gonna just put more siphon trap. Just follow the yellow lights.
I never wanted this. I want to be somewhere else.
Taste someone else.
This is normally your passage to Nursery. I see 2 people, I'm still missing 1. Raise. Yeah, you can jump through here. I'll follow my passage. It's the same. So once you're inside this Nursery, what you want to do, you want to hack this infested panel.
I never
And then
wanted this. I want to be
release the
somewhere
mechanical
else.
lock from this vaporizer and hence kill the golem nerf. But the panel is currently infested, and that's why you want to cover vaporizer field. As you recall, the clue, you want to move the tram, and that's the reason why. Because the tram is in position for covering the vaporizer field. So, passenger, I'm gonna have you to find your own way to the control room. So, Ray knows it, but don't hack the panel yet. Because I see the other passengers are lost.
Don't kill me. No, wait. Please do.
If you can remember where the train control room is, so just get a weapon saw. Oh, so hard to make. So basically follow the trail of fireworks and you'll find the tram control room.
Succumb to us.
No. Keep fighting.
I see two. Yeah, everyone is in, so yeah. Just hack the panel. I know it's pretty confusing for people, and that's why I've been using energy siphon traps and fireworks. Even though at the cost of me losing a prepare stroke crime. Anyways, now the tram is in position. You want to fill the vaporizer again. And next step, you want to hack the panel inside it.
Tenno, it senses you are of like flesh. It is confused.
Once being hacked,
Why
simply
do
just
the
fill the
fire
vaporizer with 2 charges next to it again. And nerf 2 will be done. Nerf 3 will be done. And the JP bus will come to an end. So before doing that, does anyone have any questions? Should be same usual drill. Plus, if you don't have questions, why if you want to have some time in here. Alright, fill it up and kill it.
You're hurting him.
Stop.
Extract the extraction marker. And yeah, JV does come to an end. Thank you
I
for
see it
joining.
now. You are the same.
They fear themselves.
Good night, Jordas.
Again,
Done it.
if you have
The
any
system
further
is a
questions
safer
after this
place
bus,
thanks to your
you can stay
efforts
here
today.
and ask, or PM any of the bus driver on the right to the Discord, or just join more buses.
What you got?
Consequence.
Consequence.
Disgusting.
I got Iraqi.
I'm in love with the cold, cold